So here's batch number 2, where we're going to substitute the lye water for carrot juice cubes. Now this is juice that carrots that I juiced. It is not pulp, it's not cooked, it is just carrot juice. So I'm going to slowly add in a little bit of lye at a time. And you can see here that I do have the carrots on ice because I really don't want to scorch the carrot juice and have it turn brown on me or something. So I'm just going to be here stirring this until it melts, and I'm going to turn off the camera so you don't have to see that. And I'm going to be watching the temperature with my thermometer, which I love this thermometer, by the way. You just point and at the surface and it gives you the temperature. And what I'm also doing is I'm also melting my cocoa butter. Both recipes will have exactly the same oils in it, and cocoa butter needs to be at 130 degrees for 20 minutes to so you don't get those little crystals in it. And I do find that it really does need that. So usually I start heating up my cocoa butter first and just making sure, just kind of, you know, where are you here? Just kind of making sure with my gun that I maintain a temperature above 120, 130, and it's 144 right now. So it needs to be at that temperature for about 20 minutes, and so it will definitely probably take me that long to melt these carrot ice cubes. So I'll be back. Checking in, my ice cubes are melting nicely, and I'm going to start melting my hard oils while this is melting, to just try and multitask a little bit. Checking in again, getting some nice watery cubes going, still melting down my oils. I took my ice bath away because I need my lye to get a little warmer. It's only measuring about 46 on the thermometer, and so it needs to warm up a little bit so I can add it to the oils. Okay, time for the fun part. My oils are all mixed. I melted the hard oils and then added the olive oil or the liquid oils, and that helped bring down the temperature. So the temperature of my oils are 108. And over here I have my lye and carrot juice, and the temperature of this is 90. So I'm going to combine these two. The first batch that I made, where I just added carrot juice to the oils, I did at room temperature. I forgot to tell everybody, so. Okay, you can see it's looking nice there. Time to stick blend. I have some oils on my glasses. It's mixed. I'm going to add in the fragrance. The castor oil, and the cream is what I'm going to add here. don't want to blend it as much as I did the first batch because I want to be able to pour and not blob. Okay, so you can see it's just barely at emulsification stage. I'm gonna stop now and separate my oils for the swirl. So this time what I'm gonna do is the base I'm going to leave light and the swirls so that I can tell the difference between the last batch and this batch. So I'm pouring off a cup of the base into one. I'm going to pour out another cup. Now this cup I'm going to leave the base color. This one I'm going to darken with the paprika, and this one I'm going to lighten with the titanium dioxide. I really liked the color, the light color of the last batch of the light orange. I thought that was really pretty. That's what I'm going to do here. Get a little swirl. Stir it up first. Now, can you see that? It's really pretty. I'm going to stick blend it a bit because I like the consistency that it is right now. Getting a lot of bubbles in there. Okay, that one's done. I'm going to move over here to the paprika. Add in the paprika. Give it a good stir. And a little bit of a stick blend. Trying to not get bubbles. That should do it. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to add, these two colors look almost the same because there is more carrot juice in this recipe. So the last recipe only had 4 ounces of carrot juice. This one actually has 10 ounces of carrot juice. So the base is darker. So I'm going to add twice the amount of paprika so that I can get 3 different color oranges. I want it to look much different than this one. There we go. I need a smaller blender for blending quantities that are less, so I don't get bubbles. Okay, let me set this blender in here. Okay, so I have 3 colors of orange, and you know, looking at it, I think I'm going to add another tablespoon to the light one because once again, you know, there's more carrot juice. So I'm gonna try and make it a little bit lighter. Oh yeah, that's getting nice. That'll be better. Okay, it's starting to thicken up on me, so I need to get moving. So I have my other 2-pound mold, and I'm going to add half of the base on the bottom. Oh, it's pouring nice. Yay. I do see lots of bubbles though. And these ones are thicker. Over here, just need to give them a stir. Okay. Perfect. This is going to be so pretty. And top it off with this. Actually, yeah. I'm sorry, you're getting the bottom of the bowl in your eyes. Oh, I like the consistency of this one much better than the first one. Let me just, over here in the granite, and then do my swirl. Here we go. And now to finish off the top. Alright, I'm trying to make it so you could see. This is still fairly thin, which is good. No soap left behind. Okay. Okay. Now the dark one. The fragrance I used, I don't know if I told you, was Eden's Garden Wild Orange. I'm gonna just do the swirl on the top very lightly. The chopstick. Needs to be a little thicker, I think. See a place where there's too much dark. So I want to get a little bit of light in there. There we go. So all I've done with these is I have put them in the oven, but with the oven off. And then the oven was not warmed ahead of time. I just have them in there just to keep the air off them and keep them insulated. All right. Definitely carrot juice recipe number 1 was a lot easier, but it did come to thick trace very, very quickly. I like the consistency of carrot juice recipe number 2, working with it in the mold. That was a lot more fun. So we'll see tomorrow what they look like when we cut them. And exact same recipe, exact same oils, and we'll see how they turn out. So that was fun. See you tomorrow. Well, there you have it. I just put in batch number 2, and batch number 1 over here has been already in the oven for about an hour. So we'll see what they look like tomorrow. Remember, my oven is off. It was not heated up. It's just my oven. Okay, time to cut the soap. The fun part where you get to see your artwork. Now, I did want to tell you one of the differences unmolding the soap is this one that used just the fresh carrot juice unmolded quite easily and is definitely ready. And it's been it's been about 28 hours. But this one actually could have stayed in the mold another probably 12 hours. It was a little harder to unmold, so it wasn't set as well, but it's still good. So I use a cheese cutter, and I like my bars about 1.25 inches thick. There you go, it's the first piece. You might hear some noise in the background. We are pastors at a church, and we're having our youth group over, so the boys are cleaning the house. You definitely can see the 3 colors. Now remember, this was the first one that gelled very quickly, so by the time I use the hanger swirl, and my hanger's thin, it's the wire, it's not real thick, I need to upgrade. But by the time I hanger swirled it, it was like pudding, so it wasn't really moving anything. So you see that? Front and the back. And It smells very, very slightly of essential oils because I use the wild orange essential oil. And I only used half an ounce. Probably I should have used the whole ounce. It's pretty. See that? And then I'm going to let these dry for 4 weeks. I have a studio and I do sell my soaps in the studio, and so I was at my studio today and was telling everybody that I was pretty excited about this soap I would be bringing into them. So the way that I cut my soap, since I cut it extra thick, I have 3, 6, 7.5 bars. The half I'll probably use as samples or use it for myself. So there we go. This recipe is cut. And I'm going to do this one. Totally different. Remember, it's the same recipe, but I did change the colors a little bit so you could differentiate between the two soaps. I didn't want to be confusing them on the shelf, which, you know, now that, I mean, after they're done, the one gelled quicker, so the top has more texture than this one does. See that there? Kind of has like a happy face. So, crazy husband. I'm going to show you the two soaps side by side in just 1 minute. Oh, pretty. You can see the paprika there, the darker orange. The whitish part is with the titanium dioxide, and this was just the base recipe. Very pretty. And there we have it. I'm going to show you my 2 favorite pieces of art from each of these, and you can see the difference in the 2 soap recipes. So I would say this one is recipe number 1, and this one is recipe number 2. Can you see those? So there you have it, you guys. That's my my experiment with making carrot juice soap the 2 different ways. And I hope that helps you as you're researching and trying to make your own cold press soap and using natural ingredients. And it was fun doing it. So just watch for more videos from me, subscribe to my new channel, and I'll be posting as I make them. Thanks, bye-bye.